The film, the fan, the film, the fan, the film, the fan.
The film fan wins!
Hey guys, welcome back to the film
Fan twins!
Today we'll be doing the first video of our good old fashioned review series. So because recently me and this one here were watching Some Like It Hot from Marilyn Monroe, well not from Marilyn Monroe, but with starring Marilyn Monroe. We decided to review Some Like It Hot from 1959. So the basic plot is two orchestra players, Joe, played by Tony Curtis, and Jerry, played by Jack Lemmon. They witness a mafia shooting in a garage, or what do they call it in America?
Same sort of thing really. Like a garage.
Yeah, in a garage. Why do I say garage? I don't even know. They witness a shooting by the mafia in a garage. And obviously they're like, oh, we need to go into hiding. These people are going to kill us.
Yeah. So they're witnesses.
They're witnesses to mass shooting. So they remember that there's this orchestra opening for two female leads. For two female, what was that?
They are sax and can't remember the other one.
Oh, they needed two female versions of them, so they decided to dress up as women and flee, so they could get away from that. Get away from there. Joe pretends to be a woman called Josephine, and Jerry pretends to be a woman called Geraldine until he changes his mind and decides to call himself Daphne.
Yeah. So once they've changed into Josephine and Daphne, they meet Sugarcane, played by Marilyn Monroe, and they get infatuated with her while they're also trying to stay in disguise as members of an all-female orchestra. But for Josephine, it's relatively easy because at first he's not like instantly attracted to Sugar. Like he finds her attractive, but he's not instantly. I don't know it was for her.
Yeah.
So it's easy enough for him to stay in disguise as a woman around her. But for Daphne, who's actually Jerry, it's slightly harder because he is instantly attracted to her, and so when they're alone together, it's very hard for him to try and stay in character as a woman because he's so attracted to her.
It's interesting how them roles change throughout the film, actually.
Yeah.
Because at the beginning, Jerry really fancied her. And by the end of the film, there's this scene where Joe is asking Jerry if he still fancies her, and he says, "Oh, she's more of a sister to me."
Yeah.
So obviously Joe fancies Sugar. So Joe then decides to pretend to be a millionaire, a male, so he can like get with Sugar, and it works.
Yeah.
Then they end up breaking up because he needs to flee from the mafia
Again.
because the mafia basically end up where they are, which is a very big coincidence. Also, Jerry gets engaged as a woman to this man on the boat, and yeah.
It's so funny.
It's hilarious.
Yeah. I mean, like Jason said, their roles change throughout the film because obviously, like, one Daphne or Jerry is like head over heels in love with Sugar.
With a Sugar.
Yeah, with Sugar. And then, like, throughout the film, where he spends the most amount of time with her as Daphne, he develops this like sisterly bond with her because throughout the film they spend so much time together as friends that she really does become like a sister to him. Whereas with Joe, the more time he spends with her as a woman, the more he starts to fall in love with her as a man. which is why he like starts to like chase her to like get her.
Yeah, Jerry gets too enveloped in his female persona that he actually forgets that he's a man.
Yes, he does.
That's why he agreed to get married to
Osgood.
Osgood, to Osgood, because well, he forgets that he's a man, and Joe is like, you can't get married to him, and then
Well,
Jerry's
man,
like,
let's marry a man.
why on earth not? And you know, that happens. There were a few funny moments in this film.
Oh, there's
Obviously.
loads. One of the first funny scenes is when Joe and Jerry first meet Sugar as Daphne and Josephine. Because what's so funny about it is like they first get a glimpse of her as they're walking onto the train because Marilyn walks past doing her sassy catwalk, and she gets hit by some steam, and she like does a little jump away from it, and then that's when they first have a glimpse of her, and then they meet her properly and have a full discussion with her later on in the train when they go into the girls' bathroom, and they see Sugar, obviously Marilyn, sat by the sink, and she's drinking some alcohol out of a flask. And she introduces herself, says who she is, and then she says to them, she's like, I don't think I'm an alcoholic or anything. I can stop anytime I want to. I just don't want to. and it's just so funny because the fact that after that they've introduced each other, they're performing, and then Sugar drops her flask of alcohol, and the guy says to her, Sugar, I've warned you, and like basically goes to kick her off the train, and then Jerry as Daphne, quickly says to the conductor, can I have my flask please?
And the conductor just hands her flask, and then she's like, wait, your flask?
Yeah, so he's basically like saved her from getting kicked out.
Yeah. One of my favourite scenes from the whole film is a scene where Sugar first meets Joe, who's pretending to be a millionaire.
Yeah.
And Sugar does the scene where she's like, oh, because the millionaire owns a yacht. It's actually Osgood's yacht, but obviously Joe's pretending it's his to woo Sugar.
Mm-hmm.
And Sugar's like, oh, who raises your flags, your wife? And he's like, no, my flag steward. And it's like, oh, who makes your cocktails, your wife? And it's like, no, my cocktail steward. And then he's like, if you're interested if I'm married or not, then Sugar goes, oh, I'm not interested at all. And then he goes, I'm not. And then Sugar goes, that is interesting.
So 1 minute she's like not interested in him at all, and then she finds out he's not married, and she's like, that is interesting.
Yeah.
And then she's suddenly interested in him because he's not married.
They end up going on a date as well.
Yeah, they do. I think they're oddly sweet together.
Yeah, if it wasn't like completely fabricated and a complete lie.
Yeah, if he hadn't lied to her, I think they would have been like a really good couple from the beginning.
Well, they did get together at the end. So
Yeah, at the beginning. Yeah. Then there's another scene that I love was when towards the end, Sugar's just realised that Josephine is actually Joe, who's also pretending to be the millionaire
Yeah,
that she fell in love
Josephine
with.
snogged Sugar and it's like, Josephine!
Yeah, and then she realised it was Joe who's also the millionaire that she fell in love with, or pretending to be the millionaire. And she gets on this bike and cycles down to the yacht because Osgood is going to marry Daphne, who's actually Jerry, who's forgotten he's basically a man.
Yeah.
And Josephine or Joe, who's like the bridesmaid. And so Sugar cycles down to stop them to tell Joe that she's in love with him. And it's just the way that she so casually cycled down and ran in these heels, like this big, and she still ran.
Very impressive. Oh, there's this one scene near the beginning of the film where all of these girls are on a train and they need ice for their drinks because they're like having a secret party and need alcohol. So Sugar goes, oh, I'll go get the ice. And then she goes into the bathroom and she has a massive block of ice. And she's just there with like an ice a pickaxe or whatever it's called.
Ice pick.
An ice pick, and she's just like picking away at the ice.
I don't think it would be a pick ice.
A pick ice.
No, yeah, I don't wait, a pick.
Oh,
You said pickaxe. Sounds like a pickaxe is that thing where you cut this on trees. I don't think she'd have that.
Yeah, well, okay, maybe not. But it was a massive block of ice. It was like this big.
And she was in the bathroom in the sink with a little ice pick going trying to break it. That looked wrong.
Like, stab.
Yeah, like trying to break it up. I hear feet. So funny. Wasn't it when they're in the bunk bed, aren't they? And Sugar's in the top bunk with Marilyn and Sugar's in the top bunk, and she's holding his feet down, like so he's hanging. She's holding his feet so he can get something.
Holding Jerry's.
Marilyn and Sugar's holding Jerry's feet so he can swing down to the other bunk. And as he says to Marilyn or Sugar to pull him back up, instead of pulling him up, she drops him. So he falls down onto the floor from his top bunk, and she just stays there and just looks down and goes, "You alright?" And I was like, well, you just dropped him on his head. He's not going to be right, is he?
No.
That just makes me laugh, just the way that she just drops him.
There's a scene where Jerry pretends to be Daphne.
That's my dog.
I know. It's the dog. Yours coming.
They can't.
But there's a scene where Jerry, being Daphne, sees Sugar talking to Joe, pretending to be a millionaire, and then after he decides to drag Sugar to the room, like literally drag her to the room, so that they can get to the hotel room before Joe gets up there, so that Sugar can see that he's pretending to be who he's pretending to be, and
they get
Joe,
out.
Carry on. Joe gets to the room first, and he's hiding in the bath. And after Sugar leaves, because they find out that Joe's in there, Joe gets out of the bath in like full suit. And he's so angry. Like he's got a wig on because he's pretending to be Josephine and stuff. But he gets out of the bath in a full suit, just like
covered in bubbles.
And he's like so angry at Jerry. It's hilarious.
I think what made that scene even funnier was the fact that when Jerry as Daphne is dragging Sugar down the hallway, it's when they get out of the elevator, and he's literally dragging Marilyn that hard that as they're running, she like trips, and she has to like quickly recover and carry on running, as if she didn't just trip. That's what makes it better. Oh, another one that we shouldn't really laugh at this scene because it was quite upsetting in a way.
It was upsetting.
Because she was a very convincing actress. She could cry on demand, which I think is impressive. And what makes it even hard, basically in this scene, Joe, my Josephine as Joe being a millionaire, breaks up with Sugar, and she's that upset. She goes to Daphne and Josephine's room and asks her if they've got any alcohol. And she opens her drawer and she goes, "You got any water, whatever it was?" And she finds it, and then she just picks it up and carries it out of the room and goes, I'll come back when it's finished."
Yeah.
And she just says it really depressed.
Yeah, finally, the last scene is probably one of my favourites in the whole film. They're on this boat, heading to this yacht, because Daphne's going to marry Osgood, even though Daphne is Jerry. And Jerry's like, "Oh, I can't marry you, Osgood." And then he's like, "Oh, why not?" It's like, "I've got my mother's dress for you to wear." And then Jerry's like, "Oh, me and your mother aren't made the same way."
We can have it all.
I was gonna say, yeah, you do his lines, and I'll do Jerry. And he's like, "I can't have children."
We can adopt some.
And then it's like, "Osgood, I'm a man."
Well, nobody's perfect.
That was the best line of the whole film, in my opinion.
I also like the bit in that scene that I think they did a little like thing to Marilyn in that scene when he said, "I'm not a natural blonde."
Yeah.
Because obviously Marilyn Monroe's in this film and she wasn't a natural blonde. She dyed her hair. She had to keep dyeing her hair blonde because of to keep this iconic image of her.
Yeah.
So I think that line was like a little hint at Marilyn because she's in the film.
Yeah, and there was also another line, I'm a saxophone player, and Osgood's like, I forgive you.
No, I like that, that's funny.
Well, because this film, it was very good, and I would say that it does hold up today. In fact, it's probably funnier than most comedies that are out there today. If you want to check it out, it is on Netflix.
Yeah.
At least in the UK. I'm assuming it's an American Netflix.
It should be, because obviously it's an American film.
Yeah. So check it out on Netflix. Oh, we just did a weird yeah, so check it out on Netflix if you haven't watched it. We love this film. We can't wait to do some more reviews on more Marilyn Monroe films. Tash just gave me a box set of Marilyn Monroe films.
Yeah. So obviously I've got a 17 film collection of Marilyn Monroe because I'm a massive Marilyn Monroe fan.
Yes, as you can tell, this channel, we love Marilyn Monroe.
Oh, we do. Especially me.
Yeah. She pops up in every video of ours somehow.
Yeah, she does, doesn't she? How does she do this? She links in with everything.
It's like a little Easter egg for every video. So yeah, watch it on Netflix if you haven't watched it. Check out some of our other films if you haven't. Our next review, I don't know, we haven't decided yet, but it will probably be another Marilyn Monroe film.
Yeah.
I know with this series we're also going to do a Psycho review somewhere probably in August, which is ages away, but we do have lots of videos planned before then. So thank you for watching, subscribe, click the bell to be notified of new videos, comment down below what you thought of this video, if you could improve it in any way, and stuff, just do stuff.
Just give us little hints.
And follow us on Twitter at FilmFanTwins. So yeah, see you next time. Thank you for watching, see you later, bye!